Hello everyone. Hello everyone. So today I'm going to start with the excretory system. Now see, whenever we hear about this word excretory, or we hear about the sentence the excretory system, the only thing that comes in our mind is kidney. Okay, but there are much more things beyond this kidney, because there are many other organs which also does excretion. But first of all, let's know what is excretion and why is it very much necessary for the body. Now, excretory system, like other systems like cardiovascular or you may say digestive system, okay, is also a very vital function. Excretory system, what is the purpose of this excretory system? Now see, there are um, in our body eating, then all the other metabolism that is carrying out throughout the day will accumulate in the body huge amount of waste. Now if this waste is not expelled from your body, is not thrown out from your body, then this will start accumulating inside your body, and hence what will happen, it will create a kind of toxic environment in your body, or and hence will lead to poisoning, and hence the person will be affected by it and will die. Okay, so that means what, excretory system is very much necessary for the expulsion or for the removal of all the waste product what is formed in our body. Now see, the first thing, that is, what are the organs of excretion? Okay, what are the organs of excretion? Now there are many other organs rather than kidneys also, but first let's go with the kidney, because we all know what is kidney. Okay, it is the filtering, we can say that filtering machine of the body, which will be filtering all the waste product which is not necessary for the body, and its accumulation, its storage in long term can cause toxicity in the body. Okay, so I've already explained what is toxicity. Toxicity is what, creating a kind of poison in your body and leading to hazardous health issues. Okay, now see, there are many things like urea, uric acid, creatinine, ammonia, excess salt, excess water soluble vitamins like vitamin B, vitamin C, acids, and some drugs which are not necessary for our body. Okay, so what it does, it therefore helps this kidneys helps removing this all unwanted waste from our body. Now see, we know that there are few vitamins also which is soluble in water. Generally we know about vitamin B and vitamin C. So if they are present in excess amount in the body, then that can also lead to toxicity. Okay, so these are also removed from the body. Now next we are moving on to the next organ. Now see, there are many other organs which are also involved in this excretion. Okay, wait a second. Okay, now see, there is next, after the kidney, there is presence of liver. Okay, now liver does what? See, in the liver, what happens, see, liver is also an organ which will help in expulsion of unwanted waste material from our body. Now just wait a second. So now what happens, this bile pigments, okay, what are bile pigments? There is presence of bilirubin, biliverdin in the body, which gives, like bilirubin gives the yellow color to the stool that is passing away from your body. So this bile pigments are done what, they are broken down. Okay, they are broken down. Where they are broken down? They are broken down in this liver. Okay, now what happens, that bile pigments are broken down and excreted with the bile into the small intestine. Now these are expelled along with the undigested food in the form of solid feces. Now see, as we know that generally, what is the color of stool? Stool means the waste material that is excreted out from the anus, okay, or it is known as feces, okay, it is known as feces. Now what happens, this bile pigments are broken down and excreted with bile, okay, excreted with bile where? Into the small intestine. Now what will the small intestine do? It will pass on to the large intestine, and hence through the anus it will be expelled with this undigested food, which is the feces. Next we are having skin. Now see, we all sweat during summer season a lot, okay. Why? Because during summer season we need to uh, cool down our body. Not now, that is not only the purpose of skin and sweat, okay. The skin also removes excess amount of salt, that is sodium chloride, or extra water and traces of urea. See, urea is removed by the kidney also, but few traces of urea is also removed by the skin with the help of sweating. And the last one, but which is very much necessary for the body, okay, without which we cannot remain about a second also, that is removal of carbon dioxide. Now lungs remove carbon dioxide from our body. So generally we know that there are kidney, liver, skin and lungs, four types of organs which helps in excretion, okay. Next, what we are coming to the chapter. Now what is there? That during vital activity of human, now see, during vital activity of the human and animal body, large amount of organic compounds are broken down, a significant proportion of which is not utilized by the cells. Now see, as I have said, just wait, wait a second. Now see, as I have already stated, that the things, the waste material which is not required by our body, that is either broken down and filtered through our bodies, okay. Now see, now many vital activities are taking place in the human body and also in the animal body, okay. Now many organic compounds are formed in the body, and now they are broken down, and a significant portion means a huge amount of portion is not utilized by the cell. Everything the cell does not use, and it is not required by the cell, so it does not use, okay. Now this product is allowed to remain in the body. Now if this is allowed to remain in the body, this will prove what? This will prove toxicity, okay. This will prove toxicity, prove toxic, and eventually result in death of the organism. What happens, like around your house there is presence of a dustbin, okay. Now suppose the municipality workers do not come each and every day, or do not come for 15 days around your house. What will happen? You'll feel like stinky area. The area will be full of smell, and different types of diseases will be also hovering over there, and you all will be affected by that. So similarly, inside the body, if these toxic waste material remains for a longer period of time, then will harm the organism also, leading to its death. Now what happens? The kidney are the only means for eliminating the end product of protein metabolism, that is nitrogenous waste. Most of the waste are excreted in the urine, okay. Now see, most of the, as we have seen that in the kidney there is removal of urea, uric acid, creatinine, ammonia, excess water, salt, okay. So most of the waste thing, most of the not non-essential things which is not required by the body, that is removed by the kidney. Now this kidney is generally eliminating what? Eliminating the end product of protein metabolism, which are the nitrogenous waste. Now what are this nitrogenous waste? The ammonia, uric acid, urea, these all are the nitrogenous waste, okay. The main function is that of the kidney only. So most of the waste are excreted through what? Through urine, okay. That is must and essential. Now there is a removal of carbon dioxide also. So who does that? We already have gone through the lungs. and breakdown products of bile and other digestive juices, that is done through what? The liver. Now see, the kidney do not themselves form any of the waste they excrete. For example, urea is produced by liver but eliminated by kidney. Now the very important thing which we'll have to remember is that kidney is just a filtering body. It does not form any kind of waste. Like the liver is also excreting, but it is excreting something else, but it is producing waste material itself also. And what is that waste material? That is urea, and urea is excreted through the kidneys. Okay, now what is there next? We are coming to next, the kidney also regulate water content pH. Now see, not only the work of kidney is to remove this unwanted material, but also they regulate the water content, the pH and the osmotic pressure of the blood. Now why does this kidney do so many work? So that what happens, they can maintain the electrolyte and water equilibrium in the blood. The blood and tissue level of mineral ions, organic metabolites and waste must be kept between narrow limits to preserve health. Okay, now see, everything should be in optimal position or optimal amount in the body. Anything which is less can also harm your body, anything which is more can also harm your body. When there is a purpose of removal, that means something is really very much more in your body. Okay, and something is there which is way too much more in your body, that has to be removed. That's why we need the excretory systems. Now this kidney, as I stated, as here it is stated, that it does not only filters the urea, uric acid, but also is maintaining the water content, the water balance, the pH balance, the osmotic pressure. What is the osmotic pressure? The pressure created by the blood, okay, on the blood vessels. So it will create the osmotic pressure of the blood also. Why? So as the electrolyte in the blood and the water level in the blood remains in a state of equilibrium. Okay, so what is electrolyte? Electrolyte are the salts, okay, which are necessary but in limited amount. Okay, now next is what? The blood and tissue levels of mineral ions, organic metabolites and waste must be kept between narrow limits to preserve health. So it's already, I have stated that the purpose of this equilibrium is to not cross the limit of anything which can be hazardous for the body, which can cause harmful for the body. Okay, now see, if the blood contains an abnormal non-colloidal constituents or an excess of normal constituents such as water and salts, the kidney excretes this to restore normality. Now what is the purpose of the kidney? Obviously to remove the unwanted things which is not required by the body. Okay, now what happens is that there are different kind of things, like you may say that salts and waters which is also removed by the kidney. Already we have gone through over here. Okay, so simply we have to know that the kidney's purpose is to maintain the equilibrium and also excrete most of the unwanted things. Okay, now from here a question can be framed: what is uremia? Okay, now what is uremia? The removal of kidney which causes a piling up of urinary constituents is uremia. Now this is a disorder. Uremia is an abnormal condition, or you can say uremia is a disorder in which what happen, suppose kidney is not functioning properly, so what will happen? All the waste material, okay, dissolve, which is expelled only through kidneys, a little bit amount by others, but most of them are through kidneys. Now kidney is not functioning properly, so what will happen? This all waste material will be accumulated in the body, okay, and will what happen, therefore will cause that toxicity, and this is known as uremia. So uremia causes due to the removal of kidneys or failure of kidney. Okay, next what is there? Next we are moving on to, okay, now see, the three things which we have to learn is what is excretion, secretion and defecation. Okay, now see, these three things are excretory modes: excretion, secretion and defecation. This three itself is excretory mood, but they are little bit different from each other. How? Like see, the removal of waste product from formed in the body produced by metabolism and substances present in excess is termed as excretion. Now excretion is done through kidneys, liver, skin, lungs. Okay, so excretion does what? Removal of waste material which is produced by metabolism, like protein end product of protein metabolism will be filtered by who? The kidney. What are these? The nitrogenous substances like urea, uric acid, creatinine, ammonia. Okay, this all types of things are, when removed from the body, they are known as the excretion. Now see, the kidneys are the main organ of excretion in human beings. Okay, these are the main organ. Now see, what is defecation or egestion? Now see, we have when we were in lower classes, we have learned that the holozoic mode of nutrition is ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and egestion. Okay, now egestion is also termed as defecation in case of human beings. Why? Because here what happens, feces are removed from your body. What are these feces? The removal of indigestible substances from our body, from the body, that is the passage of fecal matter through the anus. Now through the anus, whatever is passing, the potty, okay, in general sense, the feces, that is the indigestible, which has not been digested by your body, which the body does not require, that is removed from the anus, and this is known as the defecation or the egestion. Okay, now next, what is secretion? Now secretion means what? Secretion, secreting something. Now what are secreted? Hormones are secreted, enzymes are secreted. Okay, now secretion is the product of useful substances like enzymes and hormones by metabolism. Body tissue also secretes substances that provide lubrication and moisture. Okay, so three things are there. These are different kind of expulsions. Secretion is also expulsion, but expulsion of what? Good things also are expelled, but not through the body. It is not expelled through the body. But in case of secretion, in most of the cases, like enzymes and hormones, what happens, from the source to target, the thing is expelled or secreted or passed on. Okay, now next is that this chart shows the ingested food. What is this? See, after the digestion, what happens? Metabolism of digested food occurs, and after the metabolism of digested food, what happens? Either excretion happens or secretion happens. Excretion is which is not used by the body, it is passed out from the kidneys and skin, and things which is useful, that is used by the body, okay, such as hormones and enzymes, these are used by the body. But the thing which is not digested, the undigested food, okay, what happens? The undigested food is thrown out, just pass out from the body, it is not utilized anyway. So that is defecation, and it is passed out through the anus and is known as feces. So thanks for today. Again, I'll come with the other part in next video.